Hey everyone, how y'all doing? Time for my full review on the Civivi Riffle. Now this has been out for a while now. A little late to the game as usual. This was a knife that when it first came out, I don't know. I liked it, but it didn't really float my boat, so to speak, and I didn't get it right away. This was one of my Christmas knives for my wife. Ordered this back on all the Black Friday sales, so I got it a little bit cheaper than what it's listed for. It's listed at $55.25. I think I think it cost $49.50 when I bought it, and at either price, can't go wrong with this. Tell you that right now. But yeah, the Civivi Riffle. Um, it's become one of my for December and January. It's in the top 5 most carried knives. But yeah, awesome knife. Guess we'll go over the specs real fast, do some size comparisons. I'll tell you what I like about it, and basically the two things I don't like about it. But yeah, Civivi Riffle. You got an overall length of 8 inches. It is 14C 28N steel blade, which I like. I have several knives of that steel. They hold up good, stain resistant. I think it's an excellent choice for a budget knife. Um, it's full flat grind. Well, basically full flat. It's full up here. It's tapered. You got the big deployment hole there. But yeah, overall length is 8 inches. The blade is 3.5 inches. It's a fairly tall blade. It's 1.13 inches. The thickness is pretty thin at 0.12. It's got this bead blast type of finish. I think it looks good. It's bead blast, kind of stonewash. Maybe the scratches I put into it. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Rides on ceramic ball bearings. I mean, you see that the action is excellent. I mean, I'm just barely wiggling it, so it pretty much drops shutty. Um, you got a flipper tab back here, and it's pretty small. I'll talk about this a little bit towards the end, but flipper tab works good. The deployment hole is huge. You can thumb flick it. You can spidey flick it. I just bent my nail back, so my middle finger is really sore. But yeah, nice spidey flick. I haven't tried all 5 fingers on this. I'm pretty sure you could do it, but excellent action. Liner lockup is great. No blade play. You can see it's, I don't know, kind of early lockup, but I feel good with that. Like I said, no blade play. Ceramic detent ball. Detent is not bad for me. I know some people have said it's a little heavy. I don't think it is. I think it's dialed right in. Full stainless steel liners, milled out, so you can see milled out on both sides, even the lock bar side. Most of these, I haven't seen anything but micarta. I don't know if they got G10 scales yet, but this is the dark green micarta, and I like this. I'm not a micarta expert by any means, but I like this. It's got a lot of grip. The edges are kind of more polished, a little bit harder, smoother. but good grip right along the center, and it's changed colors a little bit. I like it. I like this micarta. Some micarta really like this. These micarta hands are really smooth and hard. I like the micarta on this. Plus it has some micarta backspacer, which is pretty cool. You can see like the crust cut. You can see the grain of it. Lanyard post back there. I like that. There's no big hole. Handle, very neutral grip. I don't know, maybe it was the handle that's throwing me off. And I like neutral, more straight handled knives. But boy, feels good in my hands. I do wear extra large size gloves. Full 4-finger grip on this thing, easy. Handle is 4.5 inches long, so plenty of grip area. It's 0.875 inches tall, not too tall. 0.48 inches wide, so it's still under 1/2 inch wide. Got a deep carry pocket clip. The newer style, I like these ones better than the long straight clips. It is left hand, right hand tip up carry, so it's reversible. Flat head screws in it, which is awesome. The clip, sits on top of the scale. It's not recessed, but that's okay. I haven't had no issues, pants pocket, catching on that on any of the Civivis that are done with this clip, and they're sitting on top of the scale. I have no issue. So nice pocket clip. Don't feel it. It lands in a great spot, right in the palm of my hand. Barely touch it. Nice. I like the clip on it. Yeah, let's do some size comparisons. I got a bunch different knives out. It's not a little knife, it's 8 inches overall. So let's put it up against the Spectacle Paramilitary 2. And you can see it's a little shorter than the PM2. You definitely get a lot more cutting edge on the Riffle. And they're both pretty high, flat. This is definitely a full flat grind. This one's practically a full flat. But yeah, a little more belly, a lot more belly to it. Definitely longer cutting edge. It does have just a little straight here. Basically, it's one long swooping belly on that, and it works good. I like it. Put it up against the Benchmade 940 Osborne, which I just got, so it's going to make an appearance in every video I do for a while. They're pretty close to the same length. Actually, the Riffle, the handle is a little bit longer. Blade is about the same length. About the same cutting edge, except for this one's ultimately longer with that swooping belly. Okay, let's put up get some Civivis. Well, let's do the bug out. Gotta have the bug out in here so you can see it's bigger than the bug out. Blade, handle, thickness. But yeah, now let's do a couple of Civivis. Let's put it up against the Backlash, one of my all-time favorite Civivis, and they're pretty close. The blade is just a touch longer on a Backlash, but you got the nice finger choil, and this has that excellent jimping and the little thumb ramp, which I did not say the jimping up here, I like it. It's kind of wide cut jimping, not overly aggressive, but it works. It's very nice. I like that. I really do like that jimping. How about the brazen? This should be fairly close. Also, handle, overall length, blade. Brazen's obviously a tanto blade. Another awesome Civivi knife for, I think, around the same price. You can still get the backlash for $42.50. Bargain of the century. How about the Cogent? Now, I got this right at the same time as the Riffle, and I tell you, I like both of these knives. I may do if I do a top 5 most carried knives for January, spoiler alert, these two are in the top 5. I absolutely love carrying both of these. This is a button lock. I can't remember what steel this is now. I have no. Is that 14C28N also? Yes, 14C28N. Same as the Riffle. And I like 14C28N. This has black coating on it, but awesome. So Riffle is about the same size as the Backlash, the Brazen, the Cogent. Good size. I like 8-inch knives, 3.5-inch blade that has a handle large enough to get a full grip on. I dig it. Get down to what I like about it, just about everything. I like the steel. Like I said, 14C28N is good steel for budget knives. I have no issue with it. I have quite a few now. Have not had a problem. Good edge retention. The few I've actually sharpened up nice. Most of the time, the very most I do is hit it on a ceramic rod a couple times. Usually I just drop it and I keep it going. I keep a good working edge on them. The blade is super thin, you know, not super thin, but it's 0.12. It's pretty thin with that flat grind, and you can feel without measuring, because I suck at trying to measure behind the edge, but it's very thin behind the edge, and it slices good. I cut up a lot of cardboard boxes and stuff, Amazon boxes and stuff, Christmas time. Yeah, it just tears right through everything. It slices right through. Worked really well. Show you that tip when I'm thinking of it. That is very, very dainty little tip. That would not go do any kind of prying of anything. I mean, I don't care what. I want to try to dig a hole, bore a hole in something. That is pretty dainty. That might be one of the, that's a positive and it's a negative. But just so you know, that's pretty fine tip on it. Action, like I said, is awesome. You can deploy it multiple ways. Detent is great. Flipper tab works awesome. Yeah, action is good no matter how you do it. Very solid lockup. There's absolutely no blade play. Ergos, you know, this handle style, ergos are just good. You know, the lack of ergos when they try to put finger choils and all kinds of goofy stuff in the handle, I think most of the time, not always, obviously, Kind of take away from it, but you know, the PM2, the finger choils and stuff are great, but this is awesome. I like it, and I like the way it feels in my hand. I mentioned the jimping up here is great. I like it. I've heard some people not like it, but to me, that is good. It's not sharp, but it functions. It's nice. Pocket clip, can't complain about that. It's a little smaller clip. It's curved a little bit. I like these new Civivi clips. Flathead screws, in and out of pocket, nice. Do not feel this clip. No hot spots. I barely even know it has a clip. So that is excellent. Basically 2 things on this. And one thing is getting a little bit better, but first, the jimping on this flipper tab. It's kind of square flipper tab, which small, you know, it's not intrusive in your pocket. People say it's not a pocket pecker, but there's one piece of jimping right out in the corner that's sharp. Not sharp enough it's gonna cut you or anything, but it's annoying. So I haven't done it because I was waiting to do the review, so I would not forget that it came like that. But I got a little piece of paper, sandpaper, and I think this is 1500 grit. So obviously it's used, but I want to touch that just a little bit, see if that makes any difference. Right on that corner. Almost. Let me hit it a little harder. Let me try. I gotta get on this corner a little bit. I do it on camera, but I was shaking the desk and everything. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Doesn't look any worse for wear. You can see a little bit shinier, but yeah, that's a lot better. I may touch it just a little bit more. Much better. That was one thing that kind of drove me nuts. I light switch flip it. So I'm pulling back. You can push button it. That feels better that way. Much better, much better. The only other issue is it has a slight bit of lock stick. I don't know if you can hear it. You can hear it click. Put it right up by the mic. I don't know if you can hear it, but yeah, slight bit of lock stick. Doesn't really affect it. That first little bit. Other than that, lockup is good. Access to the lock bar, the liner lock is good. Got a little bit of jimping there. Doesn't do a whole lot, but yeah, guess that's it. Overall, I like it. Great slicer, great ergos, great action. I like the Micarta on this one. 2 things was that jimping right on the corner, which feels a lot better now, and a little tiny bit of lock stick. Actually, it's getting better. It's taken a while, but that's getting a little better. And I guess that's it for the review of the Civivi Riffle. And do the usual, you know, hit the like button, leave a comment. Let me know if you have the riffle and you had a sharp point on the flipper tab and any lock stick. I have not heard anyone else say anything about lock stick. I've heard people mention that, but yeah, that's it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and until the next video, bye.